Hello, hello, hello. I'm Ellicar Night Raven. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to my next G1 retro review. And today we are looking at the original Snarl. And yes, this is an original G1. He is pretty battered, just like the other G1 Dinobots I have. He is, however, complete with all of his weapons. So we've got his gun. Looks very nice, very cool. He's got his sword, which of course this is really all we saw him with in the show was his sword. And got his firing gun, which doesn't really fire. I think the spring is weak after all these years, but I do have all three of the missiles. So, yeah. But we'll get more into some of that here in a bit. Let's take a look at Snarl. You can see the stickers are pretty worn. Some of the other stuff's pretty worn. But yeah, he's seen better days. And sometimes the head doesn't want to stick together. Luckily it is right now. You know, sometimes the tail doesn't want to stick together. But yeah, you can see his rub symbol right there. See all that gold chrome, which is pretty worn. Which, I mean, almost what? A couple more years and it'll be 40 years old. I think 85 was when the Dinobots were fully released. You can see that eye. This one's got better paint on it. You can see that see-through, that translucent smoky plastic with the gold chrome underneath. Looks pretty good. Yeah. And this weapon can actually hook on. It can plug into either of the rear legs. Yeah. Very cool. As I stated with the other one, G1 Dinobots, now that we've seen Thundercracker and Hound are being released for this retro Walmart exclusive of the G1 figures. I mean, we had Starscream, we had Hot Rod, now Thundercracker and Hound, which I have mine on pre-order, hoping I find them in stores before then, but you know, we'll see. I am really hoping that we see the Dinobots get released in those retro with the animation movie colors. Like, stickers are cool, but they're such a pain to put on, and they either peel really easily or yeah. I mean, I prefer paint personally. Yeah, so limited articulation with the guy in this form. You can move the front leg here, only goes up so far, and you can move at the knee here, get it into a little bit of position. This one only moves back and forth here. This doesn't move. I mean, if you do, you're exposing the robot arm and hand. But yeah, that is pretty much it for his Dino mode. So let's get him transformed into robot mode. Pretty easy. We're gonna split the head and pull it forward. You want to kind of pull them out so we can, there we go. Then rotate at the knees. Rotate at the knees. Rotate here. And then what we want to do is pull this one out. Bring it in just like that. Same thing on this side. Pull it out. Rotate it. Then get it all lined up and in like that. And the head just sort of sits like that. Now we can bring that up. rotate the arm down. Bring that up, rotate the arm down. See how loose his midsection is on mine. And then we can pop open the tail, bring it rotated out. See, you can hear how worn mine is. You kind of want it sitting like that. Bring this up and around. Leave it like that for the moment, so you can rotate his head up till it tabs in or clicks in. Then just bring this down like this. And there we have Snarl all transformed. And see how loose mine is. Not surprising. I mean, nearly 40-year-old toy. But still, not bad. Taking a good look on his head. See that tiny little head. Little bit of silver on his crest. A little bit of silver on his face. Red on his eyes. Big old Autobot symbol. This opens up. You can see it was for Diaclone driver, if I remember correctly. I think this was originally Diaclone in Japan before it became Snarl. Yeah, tiny little arms with the big old biceps. Big old lower legs with the teensy little thighs. Articulation, head doesn't move. You can only move the arms up and down like this. Hands just go in and out. You kind of, if you pull it out, you kind of get a bit of rotation, but it's honestly supposed to lock in. And when it locks in, it's not supposed to move. Legs, you only get a little bit of movement. Knee, due to transformation, you get movement there. That's really it. And of course, he can hold his weapons, so we can give him his sword. That just plugs in like that. And we can give him this gun on his shoulder. It's actually the only place that it's going to plug in, is onto his shoulder. You can use either shoulder. But this gun, his rifle, can plug in this hand. And there he is, all armored up. Good old Snarl. Said he's seen better days. But yeah, not bad. I'm really hoping we see retro releases, give us some reissues of the Dinobots. Like, I would love to see that. That would be so wonderful to see the G1 Dinobots get a reissue. I don't think they've ever had an actual reissue. Like, there's I think a fourth party company that does KO reissues. I mean, they're cheap. I don't know how well they hold together. I've heard good and bad. Some people have had some like just instantly fall apart. Some people have had some that have stayed nice and strong for years. I think it depends on the fourth party company. But the only place I've seen those for sale is on eBay. I don't trust them that much as I really would really love a complete set of G1 Dinobots. I would really love to see a reissue. Either Takara do a reissue, or the I think is it Takara and Hasbro that are doing? Maybe it's just Hasbro. I think Hasbro is just doing these retro releases. I don't think Takara has any part of it, but I would love to see Hasbro do these retro releases, or see Takara do reissues. Either way, I want reissued Dinobots, man. And I know I'm not the only one. Not just for nostalgic purposes, but just because of how much I love the Dinobots. So, yeah, that is going to be it for me. want to say thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all later.